Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to purchase Mithril on the new Binance DEX, the decentralized exchange. So let's get going. Alright, so it looks like there is a trading pair on the new Binance DEX, and Mithril is the first project to join. So now you can buy Mithril on the new Binance decentralized exchange. So I'll show you how to do it. It's not too difficult. Alright, so this is Mithril. It's a decentralized social media platform that has its own coin, and it's sort of, they call it mining or social media mining. So if you join their ecosystem and you post content, and you will be rewarded in their Mithril coin for people that like your content, repost your content, comment on your content. So it's an interesting new ecosystem that's out. And they have a few applications that support their platform, their underlying platform. And you can read all about it on their website. Pretty interesting. Now, what they've done, though, they were an ERC20 token. And so they have recently migrated over from being a ERC20 token to being a BEP2 token, which is the native Binance token on the Binance chain, the new cryptocurrency ecosystem chain created by Binance. So as you know, Binance itself, the BNB coin, was also an ERC20 token and has recently migrated over to their new mainnet. And so the Binance coin is going to support other subcoins in their ecosystem. So Mithril coin is the first one that's been brought over. So let me walk you through how you can go about purchasing some Mithril on the Binance chain. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a wallet. So you can do that if you go to the Binance DEX homepage. You can create a wallet. They walk you through the process here, explain what it is. I invite you to read this tutorial carefully. Now you can create your own key store and password to create your own Binance wallet. You can also use a mnemonic phrase that you have backed up. And so whenever you access the wallet, you'll need to paste in that phrase. And then you can also use just a raw private key, which is a long string of numbers. But in all these methods, you need to manage the private key. You need to keep it safe, and you need to make sure that no one else sees it. And it's a little bit risky. So there is a better way to create wallets for the Binance DEX. And you can use unlock your own wallet. And in my case, I'm going to use the Ledger device method. All right, it's a fast, safe, and secure method for managing your private key, your Binance chain private key. The private key never gets exposed to the internet. It's stored on your hardware device, in this case a Ledger Nano, and you connect your Ledger Nano when you're accessing the wallet, and the private key is never sent across the internet. The private key is used on the device to sign transactions. So let me show you how that's going to work. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you've got your Ledger Nano ready to go, connected to your computer. You're going to head over here to Ledger Live, and you want to go over here to Manager. So you'll need to enter your PIN, and you're going to want to allow the Ledger Manager on the device. So that's a confirmation. That's another security measure that the Ledger Nano has. All right, and so you'll need to search for Binance Chain, and it's available as an app on Ledger Nano S now. So you'll hit install, and you're going to install the Binance Chain app on your Ledger device. All right, now once you've got the Binance Chain app installed on your Ledger device, you're ready to go. Now, if you get a message telling you that there's not enough memory, you're going to need to delete some of your other apps in order to make room for the Binance Chain app. This does not erase your private keys. You can manage apps on the Ledger Nano S. You can shuffle them on and off, and you're not going to destroy any of your wallets. So don't worry about that. All right. Now, there is no support in Ledger Live for Binance Chain. I've had a few questions about that. There is no Binance Chain account support in Ledger Live. But the Binance Chain app is, in fact, stored on your Ledger Nano S. So you're just going to be using a different interface. So Ledger Live is not the way to manage your private key. So we're just going to get rid of that. Now we can go back over to the Binance DEX. Right, you can get there very easy from the home screen by just choosing Unlock Wallet here at the top. Right, it takes you right back to this screen. So you're going to want to use the Ledger Device method. I've entered my PIN code. Now I need to just make sure that I've got the Binance Chain app active, right? So I'll navigate over to Binance Chain and hit both buttons, and it tells me Binance Chain is ready. All right, now I'll hit Connect to Ledger. It's going to scan my device and find that Binance Chain wallet or address pair on my Ledger Nano S. And lo and behold, it's found it. Now, I already have a balance in here, so don't let that confuse you. If you've done this for the first time, it should be empty. And you can choose any of these addresses that you choose. I just choose the first one. It's a little more convenient. I'll hit Confirm. And then you'll want to confirm on your device to allow access to the wallet, right? You're basically just signing in to the Binance DEX with your own wallet, right? And you can go over here to Balances, and you'll want to confirm on that too whenever you change the interface. And you can see that I've got some BNB coin stored on this wallet. They're accessing the private key for the Binance Chain app that I have installed, right? That Binance Chain app generated a wallet. There's a private key and a public key. So this interface is accessing that private key. So here we go. I've got a little BNB. I've also already bought some Mithril. All right. So let's just say your balance is 0. What do? All right. So you just go up here where it says balances. This address is your Binance Chain native token public address. All right, so you can just hit copy, and you want to put some regular Binance Chain tokens into this address. So you'll just head over to your Binance account. Now this is different. This is the centralized Binance exchange. And I can go over here to funds and balances, and you can see that I already own a little BNB coin here. This is stored on the Binance centralized exchange. What I want to do is withdraw this and put it into my own wallet. So I'm just going to hit withdrawal, and I'm going to paste in that BNB address that is my wallet, the one that resides on this Ledger Nano S. I don't need a memo for this, right? I'm sending it to my own wallet, so I don't need the memo field. And I'll put, I'll just withdraw another one. I'll hit 1, right? And you can see it's going to give me a transaction fee of 0.005. So I will just add that to my withdrawal so that I'll get an even 1 Binance coin. I'll hit submit. I'm going to go to my Google Authenticator code here. Alrighty. And then they're going to send me a confirmation email. All right, so there's the email from Binance. I'll just confirm that. And then I can go to deposit and withdrawal history. And I can see that my withdrawal of 1 BNB is processing and that it's heading over to my wallet address. All right, so let's go back over here to the decentralized exchange. And we can refresh. Confirm on the device. Never forget to check your ledger. I get a lot of comments telling me that something is stuck, something is not happening. In many cases, it wants you to interact with the device. The device is your security. All right, so the one BNB has not arrived yet, so I can just refresh a little bit and wait for that to come in. All right, so you can see now that the one BNB has arrived in my wallet, and so I have an updated balance there. So it's 1.389232292. All right, and so now let's go back over to the exchange part and just take a look at where we're at. I'm going to need to confirm on my device. So this is the exchange area of the website. And you can see here that they've got the Myth BNB trading pair up here. All right. So all you and it's the only one out there now. They don't have anything else. This is the first trading pair on their new DEX. So if anything, as a souvenir, you might want to just grab one or two tokens just to say you've got it. So what we want to do is buy Myth. So and the only available option is limit order. I don't see market anywhere here. But I'm not a big trader guy, so maybe some of you guys out there that are traders can show me how to do a market order. So we want to buy some Myth with our BNB coin. So I'll just hit this 75%. And it's going to cost me a little over 1 BNB to buy about 494 Mithril. So I'll hit buy. And I need to confirm on the device, right? So because the wallet is stored on the Ledger device, I need to confirm. So I just hit both buttons here. If you can see this. All right, it wants me to sign the transaction. So I'll hit both buttons. And then it says sign transactions. I'll hit them. And then it goes out. And as you can see up there, it says limit buy order created. And I just made my trade. So let's go back over here to transactions. Or let's go over here. Well, first we can check open orders and see if it's still there. Okay, so it's still an open buy order. And it should execute shortly. And then our balances will be adjusted. So we can go back over here to balances and just kind of keep an eye on what happens. So it shows here that I've got the BNB native token stored in the wallet, and that there's an order for a little more than one in the queue. Okay, and now you can see here that the trade went through, that I have less BNB now and more Mithril. I'm a little bit of an impatient guy, so the trade didn't go through right away. I retried the trade with a little less Mithril just to see it go through. It still took a while. Eventually, the trade went through. All right, so that's it. So that's how you purchase a Mithril on the Binance DEX. If you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments, and I'll do my best to get them answered. I'd like to remind everyone that I have a live stream every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A in LA. Throw out any questions that you may have, and I'll do my best to get them answered on the fly. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.